Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the American-Canadian Gamer, and today I'm going to talk to you about a little Magic the Gathering theory that's been picking at the back of my brain for a little while now, something I've been wanting to talk about for quite a little while, and I want to get it out there before Wizards publishes anything that either supports or contradicts me, so I can say, ha, I was right, because a lot of people are telling me that what I'm about to talk about cannot possibly happen, but I do think that my theory does hold some weight, and so I want to get it out there before the next Uncharted Realms comes up, because I think they're approaching this storyline pretty soon. So, my theory is that Avacyn, the Archangel of Innistrad, is going to be a Planeswalker. Okay? Okay, that's the theory. A lot of people, rightfully so, have said that's impossible. It just can't happen within the lore of Magic the Gathering, because angels cannot be planeswalkers. They're beings of pure mana that don't have souls, and Avacyn is an angel. Creatures that don't have souls include things like, angels, demons, Eldrazi, artificial constructs like golems cannot be planeswalkers because they need to have a soul that has a planeswalker spark inside of it that gets ignited and turns them into a planeswalker. Most living creatures can do this. Humans have been everywhere, human planeswalkers. We have seen elf planeswalkers, dragon planeswalkers. I mean, they exist in those forms. But even though there are many species that cannot naturally be planeswalkers, we do have examples of planeswalkers being born into forms that are not normally seen in the planeswalking world, I guess you can say. And the best examples we have of that are Karn and Ob Nixilis. Now, Karn, he's a golem, he's a construct, he's an artificial life form, but he has the spark of a planeswalker inside of him. So he has those powers through that. And then Ob Nixilis began life as an evil dark planeswalker dude, lost his spark and got transformed into a demon, and then got his spark reignited inside his demon body, and now we have a demon planeswalker. And while those are weird and twisted ways for those things to become planeswalkers, it does mean that Wizards is not afraid to kind of twist the lore and bend some of the rules and do some things to create planeswalkers out of things that normally aren't planeswalkers. And this is where Avacyn comes in. Now, like I said before, angels in the Magic the Gathering lore, they don't have souls, they're beings of pure mana, of pure magic. What makes Avacyn different is that she is not a natural angel. She was created by the vampire planeswalker Sorin Markov to maintain balance and order on the plane of Innistrad. So she's created from a planeswalker, and there is all sorts of possibilities of his spark somehow transferring a little bit into her being and giving her the ability to planeswalk. Think of a planeswalker as a fire. You have this bonfire in the backyard, and that is a planeswalker. Now, an ember kind of drifts off of it, lands on something else, and starts a fire. That's kind of the way I'm picturing it right now. He transferred his power into her, created her from his own essence, and now she has a small piece of his spark inside of her, and we're just waiting for it to ignite. Now, this is usually where everybody stops me and they say, look, Matt, that makes perfect sense, and you're ruggedly handsome and everything. But at the end of the day, Avacyn dies in shadows over Innistrad. We have the card where it happens. There is a card called Anguished Unmaking. And in this card, we see Sorin unmaking his creation, Avacyn. Her head's kind of being turned into smoke, and her wings are kind of burning away and everything. And everyone says, look, she's dead. She's right there. We have the card that says it. And this is where I come in with, we have no proof that she dies there. We have not seen any card that references her being dead. We do not actually see her dead in the card. We see her dying, which we'll get back to that. And there's been no reference of Avacyn being dead anywhere. I can't find it anywhere. No reference of Avacyn being dead in Uncharted Realms and any of the other cards and any of the other media. I cannot find a single reference that says Avacyn is dead. And that tells me that while she is in the Anguish Unmaking art, while she's being killed by Sorin, while she's being unmade, her spark ignites and she planeswalks, because that is the first time she's ever been in real danger, I think. Now, granted, at one point she was drug into the Hell Vault when she was battling Griselbrand, but I don't think there was ever a point where her existence was in danger. At this point, when Sorin is unmaking her, her entire existence is literally being ripped away from her, and I think that triggers the spark that's inside of her. I think she planeswalks away from this, and I think we're going to see her come back in a much later set. So that's my theory, and I honestly think it holds water. I think it's a good, solid theory because, like I said, she was created from a planeswalker, she probably has essences of his spark inside of her, and she is never referenced as being dead. Nobody ever says, oh, since Avacyn was destroyed, or oh, since Sorin had to do this to Avacyn. Nobody has ever brought anything like that to attention. That tells me she's not dead. You also have to bring into account the fact that Avacyn is a very popular character. If they're going to turn any angel in the Magic the Gathering universe into a planeswalker, it's probably going to be Avacyn. And it's also a character they probably will not kill off. This is a kind of a big deal for them. This is a very major character that's been around for a very long time, very influential. A lot of people, Avacyn is her favorite, and I think it would be a really smart move to turn her into some kind of twisted, fallen angel planeswalker. I think it'd be pretty cool. So, tell me down in the comment section below, do you agree, do you disagree, do you like my theory at all? Do you think Avacyn should become a planeswalker, and what abilities do you think she would have? I think that'd be interesting. Ooh, what colors would she be as well? Leave all that down in the comment section below, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see you next time.